Welcome to Keep Mania Live. It's the 50th episode. I'm going to play one more song here. That was Tell No Tales. I'll tell you about that in a second. I got to play a little bit of this first, though, and then I'll tell you why I'm playing this song.
Swinger, 1973, Galaxy 500, out the way, stars green, gotta go. Dodge Swinger, 1973, top down, chassis low, panel dim, light drive. Jesus on the dashboard. T-minus whenever it feels right. Galaxy 500. Planets align. A king is born. Whenever it feels right. Whenever it feels right.
Okay, they get the idea. Welcome to Keep Mania Live. I don't even feel drained. This is my third show this week. I don't even feel drained. It's been awesome. It's been a great week actually of stuff. But I'm excited not because it's the episode 50, but Shenendoah he's made it. He's back. He's back on the show. It's been I think since episode 20, I believe, was when you were on last. And the reason I played Clutch is because that's the reason I don't do Facebook anymore. Because that was the first one that was ever flagged. Gosh, I made it 20 episodes and they just flagged that one. You know, it's crazy. So welcome back. It's good to see you.
It's good to be back. It's good to be anywhere.
I gotta thank Shockwire for coming on the show Wednesday. If you missed that show, you need to go watch it. I haven't even watched it yet because I'm still so hyped up. The dude's got so much energy. He yells like when he talks. sometimes, and he's he's a badass guitar player, and I played some of his stuff on there. Dating a Douche was one of them. Heavy Metal Flamethrower Truck is another one, and the other one is I can't think of it right now. But they're all on streaming places. You can get his stuff. Shockwire, and he's on Instagram like every day. He's gone viral since I think April.
Just always posting, constantly busy.
Yeah, and it's funny. It's funny as shit. It's
I
the
love
funniest
it.
stuff. And then I had Amabasio on Tuesday. They were really good from Erie.
Nice.
Monday's a good show. Monday is Shadow of Corvus. They're from Pittsburgh. I saw them recently. So that'll be good. And tomorrow, I won't be doing anything show-wise tomorrow, but at Pleasant Street, Tell No Tales, which was you heard at the very beginning. Their newest song. I believe that's their newest song. That's the newest one I could find. So, and I think they're watching actually. I don't.
It sounded like it was their newest one. I know they've got the new album. It comes out September 24th.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd be good to see them. I've seen them one other time with Ivory Coast, and Ivory Coast is going to be at this show too. So first I've seen them since the crap lockdown, the crappy crapper. And Curses is also playing. They've been on the show. And King of Nothing played some of their stuff earlier in the week too. So now that that's all out of the way, what's up? You got a new album out, right?
I do. It came out in June 25th, I believe.
Nice. Yeah. It's how's it doing? Analytics wise, do you know?
I try not to get too caught up in analytics. They're the bane of my existence. But no, it's doing well. It's getting a lot of streams on Spotify. It's got a lot of downloads on iTunes right now. It can always use more, so I have to keep telling everybody, go stream it, go download it. But yeah, I'm just enjoying having it out there. I'm just enjoying it being a catalog of the collective experience that we all get to be a part of.
It's really good. I forgot all about it coming out until the show, until you were going to be on, and then you had some things to do, and we had to reschedule, and then I finally got it, and then on Apple, and I was like, this is really good. So it's I mean, I've heard a lot of those, but it is a lot of old
songs. It's a lot of songs I've been, it was a lot of personal songs. It was a lot of stuff that helped me get through some different difficult times. I felt like everybody was going through a difficult time with everything, so it felt appropriate to kind of share a lot of that material right now.
Tell No Tales commented, they said this will be their first show in 18 months. Just like everybody's just kind of getting back. How's it doing in New York? I don't know. Different states are doing different mandates and all kinds of crap.
Stuff's coming back slow, but it's so hit and miss, and you can never tell when it's gonna. I had a show that got canceled back in June, as well. Right? It coincided with the album release, and then ended up getting canceled. And then, of course, because most of it's outdoors, you have to rely on weather. You have to rely on different variables. So it's a lot of hit or miss, but I feel optimistic about seeing what happens this fall, this winter. I know. Everybody's kind of touch and go right now with the news of the Delta and all that, but
you get a vaccine?
Oh yeah, both times. I'm Moderna all the way.
I saw on the news the other day, or maybe it was yesterday. There's a booster shot.
I hope so.
I didn't get it. I don't work around people. Well, I'm either in here.
You're either right. No, you're podcast.
The mask is the computer screen, so I'm good there. And or I'm out in the woods and around animals, and so I'm not.
That's the dream life. I think. And
my girlfriend got it, so she works at Walmart, so she got it. She actually got a bonus. She got $75 just for getting the vaccine. I wasn't going to get paid, so I didn't get it. That's my excuse. Whoops! I just hit the thingy. Anyway, hey, I just did my my 1 year show the other day.
Ooh.
Seems like it was the other day. I think you were going to be on. You couldn't be on for that.
Yeah, no. Which one?
It was a thunderstorm. There was a thunderstorm.
Every time it storms here, the weather gets so wonky. The Zoom, it's unpredictable. I've literally been on Zoom calls getting ready to go, shut out completely. So
there was a guy over in New York. Crap, up by in Albany, right outside of Albany, and Patrick from Atticus Finch, and he had to go sit in his car because there was a storm. And I was like, dude, you didn't have to do all that. Like, the only way you could see him because of the dome light in his car and everything. It was pretty cool, though. So he was.
Bet it gave a good ambience.
It did, and you know his voice and everything. He would laugh at that, but
Nice.
so yeah, he's up that way, up near you're. Are you still in the same Peekskill, right?
Oh yeah, still in Peekskill.
Are you enjoying
And
that package I sent you?
oh my goodness, that is probably
You have
the.
that handy, by the way.
Give me 2 seconds and I'll be right back.
I'm timing you. No, I sent Shenandoah a gift that he'll pay
I
for.
thought about her. I thought about her all afternoon. So once you upload everything to iTunes, you don't have to really have the discs handy. And I kind of miss that because it's kind of ceremonial
Collector's
for
edition,
me.
though. That's the velvet.
Putting the disc on, putting the album on. That's
Victorian
actually
velvet.
I used to have a vinyl, what's it called? A Thank You Brain. Yeah, Thank You Brain.
Yeah.
I used to have one of those anyways, and I love listening to my records, but I don't have a turntable anymore. That's what they're called, and I
They're not
don't
even
have
called
one.
turntables, are they? That's what the DJs and stuff called them. Well, it'd be a record player, right?
Record player. Yeah,
I don't know. I don't make up the words. You.
they're changing what everything's called nowadays anyway. So
They are, yeah. Nobody can agree on school mascots or anything anymore. I saw they did change the name from the Cleveland Indians to something. They're not the Indians anymore. They're something else. I can't remember what it is. It's dumb though.
I mean, that's
Because the Washington Redskins, they're just the football team now. Washington football team. I don't know. It's like the Aunt Jemima syrup bottle. Nobody had a problem with it for 50 years until now.
I understand the reasoning behind it.
I
I
don't.
do agree that it seems a little posturing at times,
No,
but yeah,
no,
you know.
no. The Aunt Jemima thing. When she was when I read the whole story when Aunt Jemima was alive, whoever she was, I don't even know if that was her real name. But when she was alive, she endorsed the product. It was named after her. It was her syrup. Somehow, I mean, you can read the story, but
Yeah.
she's not. She's not even the bottle anymore. Or that's Mrs. Butterworth.
That's Mrs. Butterworth.
Yeah. She's not real. I don't think she's real.
They took Mrs. Butterworth away long time.
They just
long
took Aunt
time
Jemima's
before.
picture off the syrup and everything, and it's not even called that anymore. It's called like log. It's not log cabin because it's a brand, but it's something like that. Something along those lines. And I'm like, okay, if she endorsed it when she was alive, then nobody should be offended by it. It was, I don't see where the offense is anyway. I mean,
Okay, but
don't you want something like that out in
what happened to Grimmett?
syrup?
What happened to the Hamburglar? I remember these characters from.
Yeah, but they didn't go away because of the same reason though. They just kind of, like the California raisins, they just kind of went away. I had the little figurines. Did you? The California raisins? Remember those guys?
I remember the raisins. I always thought they scared me.
Well, they were raisins, and I guess raisins are essentially prunes, also, right? And everybody knows what that's for.
Humiliated grapes is what I felt
Yeah.
like they were.
Grapes that didn't make it.
Exactly.
What it? Telling the tales that they're watching the show. Thanks, guys, for watching. They said we just got the physical discs of the new album in today, so that's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
I need to DM Jimmy and get one of those.
I should have wore. I didn't even think of it. I have a Tell No Tales shirt that I got at their show that they did probably 18 months ago. The Tell No Tales shirt. I bought it there. I don't know if my girlfriend's here. I might have her get it. So I know exactly where it's at. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't wear it. Maybe I'll wear it tomorrow. But and I have a Curses shirt that I bought down at their show. They did a show in Princeton. I went down and met them in person. But it's long sleeves and it's just too hot. That's a wintertime shirt,
Anybody wearing long sleeves right now is a masochist.
They're just dumb. Is it excessively? Are you guys getting the excessive heat advisory?
It was 100. It was 101 today.
Well,
that's why I wear the glasses and the hat.
That's like with the wind chill.
That's with the wind chill, and it keeps me cool to wear the glasses and the hat.
I'm gonna see if she'll. I'm gonna ask her if she went up to the store for me. But see if she. Okay. How's Mr. Circle? Is he good?
How's Mr. Who?
Your
Circle, Mr. Circle. Yeah, he's wonderful.
Yeah.
We've been trying to connect. Yeah, we got to get him on the show. We've been trying to connect for our regular Buddhist meetings, but he just opened his new teaching school in Chicago. He's got four teachers on board with him. Signed a new cat to the record label. We got a new member. So just he's all the time he's running a million different directions. The man he's the hardest working man in music, I swear. Yeah. And And no, it's we need to get him on the show. We need to
Yeah,
do like a
I know he's busy.
GTA
Like
thing.
5 minutes is good enough. Just 5 minutes, you know.
We'll get him in. We need to get him and Darren, all of us, the
People that
original.
don't know, Phil Circle is your the main man of your label, correct?
Oh yeah, Guilt by Association Records, and you can find that at gbarecords.com.
Yep. How many you got on there now? On the how many is on the same label as you?
There's me, there's Darren Jellison, there's the Master Phil himself, there's Noah Bagage, there's Calfunny, the Novemberist.
Novemberists, is that a band?
He's like you. He dabbles in that EDM. He dabbles in the electronic.
I'm kind of depressed. Well, starting this week, I had to send my Moog back to the Moog factory down in North Carolina because it was making a staticky sound, and you can't just duster those things. I mean, you can, but it's not. And I did. I hope I didn't mess it up anymore. But it's not here right now. There's nothing to do other than a podcast. You know.
Yeah. That's I do like that aspect of EDM is that because dealing with acoustic instruments, you always have to deal with the humidity. I tried to change all the strings today, and oh my god, I think I broke 2 D strings in the set of
last night.
Yeah. So no, that's what I like about the electronic. It's kind of a little bit more stable. It doesn't it's not as susceptible to the variables, but as you said, you get a little bit of dust in there and she's gone.
Yeah. It was just it was the cutoff, and it's not used frequently, but it is. You know, it's like I was dealing with it for a couple months. You know, I was like, oh, I'll be fine. No, when it comes to recording, you can definitely hear it.
Yeah.
You know, in some parts, it sounded like it. I meant to do that. You know, but you just can't. When you want a clean part, you can't do it. So I'm, because I don't know what their turnaround is now, but the turnaround before was like well, during the lockdown or whatever, it was a while, like 2 months. But I think it's like 2 to 4 weeks. But that includes shipping and all that stuff. So I don't know. We'll see. I wore long sleeves and skinny jeans all day today. I don't know who's chatting from Tell No Tales. It's just
whoever wore long jeans and skinny shirt, like you're a power player. I salute you, good sir.
Whoever's chatting from Tell No Tales. I don't know if it's the entire band or who.
I hope so. The entire band are solid. I love the entire band.
They're probably resting. They got a big show tomorrow.
They need to rest. What are they doing?
They've had 18 months to rest, so they're good.
Okay, all right, then get busy.
That reminds me. The open mic with Clafferty's came back a few months ago, and Trey's still doing it. Well, Trey had him and the Hillbilly Gypsies, and they had a show, and so he was going to take the week off just like a month ago, and somebody commented on the page like, you've had 12 months off. You don't need to take a week off. But they were going out of town or something. I think it got canceled. I don't even think they got to play.
Oh man, I know a lot of people are canceling. I know it's everything. Just the ancient Chinese curse. May you live in interesting times.
It'll come back. Everything will come back.
It will.
There's gonna be booster shots. There's gonna be all kinds of shit.
Exactly. I have faith.
YouTube's so much different from when I had Facebook. Like on Facebook, I could have, but like read the comments, and I didn't have
as they come in, right?
And then I didn't have a whole lot of comments anyway. But let's see, it's the bassist. It's the bassist from Tell No Tales. He never rests, he says. Which one do you know, Shenendoah?
I'm sorry, I know Jimmy. Jimmy's the one I know the best. And if Ben is their drummer again, I know Ben. So
we'll find out here in a second, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No. I know that Ben for a while moved to, I think it was North Carolina actually. But I think he came back, right before everything changed.
Let the bassist tell us. He can answer all those questions right now.
Let me know, good sir.
He's on it. Let's see. Now, Guilty by Association, that song, he said Ben is back. Guilty by Association wasn't, I don't think that was one of the songs I had heard. I think Bumblebee was one, right?
You mean Guilty Conscience? Guilty Conscience, actually.
Yeah, Guilty Conscience.
That's actually, Ironically, it has nothing to do with being on the record label Guilt by Association. It just was an idea I'd been, kind of meditating on for a couple of years while I was living in Philadelphia, and the words had to be perfect. I needed it to really express that feeling of guilt, that feeling of vulnerability, and I kind of kept it secret, kept it in the pocket, and that's one of the ones I'm more proud of on this. And being a part of Guilt by Association is just a happy coincidence.
Yeah, I'm sure they were happy about that. They're like, "Oh, you already have a song. Let's put it out, right?"
Lay it on them.
You want me to go ahead and play that song?
Please do. I'd love to listen.
Is there anything else you want to say about it, or you want me to just play it? And I did play it on one of the shows. What was it?
That's what you said. You said you were going to play a little bit of it. I want to listen to it with everybody, and we'll all have the experience together. Let's see what happens.
Okay, cool.
I'm a little bit lonely, that's me. I'm a confused, messed up wannabe. I keep getting through, keeping on. Just a broke back, beat down vagabond. I'm just angry, that's fine. Can never recollect that next line like I want to. It's true, don't want you to blame yourself like I do. I'm a little bit pigeon-toed, nobody knows. Just a decked out punk, so here it goes. Anywho, let's see. It's me, I'm just a confused, fucked up wannabe. I'm a little tongue-tied, I lie, tend to, no matter how hard I try to stop now. Sit down, keep making up plans to skip town. I'm just a little angry, I'm sorry. I'm the same old ping-pong stuck Atari with no controls. Nothing I can do cause the screen froze. I'm a little tossed out, pissed off, always losing track of what I've lost, but I'm still laughing, happy sometimes. Pack it all, keep it all, madman. I'm a little improper, doctor, just a photoshopped out of tune, mocked up rocker, upset, angry, and unsure what I wanna be. I'm angry, that's fine, can never recollect that next line like I want to. It's true, don't want you to blame yourself, cause I do.
It's too short. It needs to be longer.
I
was kind of caught off guard there. I was in the middle of doing like 6 things.
that riff can go on forever. It's one of those unending ones. Yeah, it's a good jam.
It's a great jamming riff, sir.
Oh, thank you.
See, who was on? It was on. Was Beverly on when you were on the last show?
We had
Dale.
Dale, yeah, we had Dale on.
Okay. Well, Beverly, which it's actually Ashley, his girlfriend, his live-in girlfriend. She's got the COVID, so I had him on briefly. Thank you. I had him on briefly for Shockwire, and then he had to go. He was being Nurse Dale.
Taking care of her, yeah.
Here's little for the
Tell No Tales.
For the Tell No Tales guy.
Where can you find one of those shirts?
Right here in the studio. I got one right here, but it's not for sale. It's mine. Thank you. So, hopefully they got some stickers. But
all need
I'm a stickler about the sticklers, or about the stickers. You know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm saying.
Nailed it.
You can't. You're not on the bass drum until you're on the show. That's. But I give mine out. Just it's good publicity. And
I had a bunch of stickers. I need to get some more.
I sent you a business card, didn't I?
You did. You sent me the sticker as well, and I was inspired. I went looking for my own stickers to send you one, and I have no more. I need to reprint some. Yeah, no, they're an easy print. You go to
Well,
Vista.
they are, but I go through Sticker Mule. They're my shit.
Ooh,
They have really quality stuff. If they're listening, I doubt they are, but
they are now.
I have always ordered from them, and they have good deals too. Like
Nice.
the ones I have, I don't really like the ones I have now because it was a deal. They had die cut deal. It was 50 of them for $19, free shipping. You can't beat it really, and I don't think I've ever paid the actual price for the stickers because it's always been maybe one
Promo. Yeah, you always get the
yeah,
promo deal.
yeah. So I think the other day it was like magnets, 50 magnets for $19. I don't need any magnets. I don't want any magnets, but
Everybody
I like
has a fridge.
My logo and die cut. Just imagine that circle, and then it's just, I don't like it. Let's see. He says it's the meme shirt. Yes, it is a meme shirt. He says we'll have the rest at the show, but we don't have the online store up yet. We need more stickers. We go through them so fast it's not even funny. So we can't laugh at that.
Well, I'll try not to.
Yeah, stickers do go pretty fast. I mean, they're not really worth much each. If you can't really sell stickers, you could, but they'd.
I used to go to house shows. I used to go to house shows in Philly, and they'd sell stickers and pins, and like the little iron-on emblems and whatnot for like $1 a piece.
Patches or whatever patches.
Yeah, patches. Yeah. And I love that. Like those were some of my favorite products to buy because A, it's cheap, and B, it's something that you can take with you and remember forever. Stickers, I like to use those as giveaways, and I also like to coat everything that I own in stickers.
Yeah. I mean, I think stickers are not a lot of people. If you give them a patch, not a lot of people have a lot of things to put. I mean, I don't wear a blue jean jacket anymore. Do you? I mean, there are some people that do because they're still kind of in.
I used to have a blue jean.
Not blue jean. He was wearing a blue jean jacket at the show, and he looked phenomenal in his. He hit patches.
That's why I wear the pins because those can go.
Good.
Those are classy.
Maybe I'll do that next time. Some pins. Or is it now? I guess they'd have to be metal, wouldn't they?
Metal, exactly.
Yeah, gold pins.
Gold belong. Yeah. Ceramic pin.
Let's. Do you want to play one or do you want to wait?
I would. I would.
We have lots of time here since there's no segment.
I know we've got time. I would love to play one. I was thinking about playing one. It's actually the last song that I recorded for the album.
Thanks for being on the 50th episode, by the way. This is.
You don't thank me. I thank you for having me. Thank you.
Well, I'd much rather have somebody on that I know than somebody that I have to like fish for things to talk about. I haven't talked to you. Well, I talk to you a lot, but I haven't like this since that night. Since I got booted from Facebook. But let's see what he says. Selling stickers is a scam. Yeah, it is because you can't do 2 for 1 because unless they're different. Nobody wants.
Yeah, you got to get different prints.
Huh?
You got to get different prints.
Yeah, but gosh, that's a lot of money. I mean, you still got to pay for it. It's not like you can. I don't know.
I knew a guy who had a sticker printing printer.
Okay, I'm with you.
I don't know how much it costs. That sounds like an investment, but it sounds like it might be
like an investment. But yeah, because I guess you got to buy the stickers. But you can just get the sticker sheets, right?
Exactly. No, you get like a full 8x10. It was the same as a regular printer. You just get like a full 8x10 sticker sheet with the little, whatever the cutout size you want, circles, squares, rectangles, triangles, polygons, and then you run it through the thing and
octagons.
Yeah, all of it all at once.
What are you gonna play?
I'm gonna play Long Time Coming because this has been a long time coming. I've been trying to get on here. Yeah. So cool. And it feels like a good tune to play. It's a groovy one. So.
Have at it. You got the floor, sir.
Got a rhythm getting freaky, baby. I don't want to think about it. I'm just playing by ear. And my balance tick-tock, turning off your metronome. You got my heartbeat going when it's barely snowing, and I'm slowing down. No, I'm not, pick it up now. Next Tuesday's gonna be a very good news day to you, me too. What do you wanna do? I ain't got no plans. So one way or another, I'll make it all fake up, baby. I'm not sure that I can take it, cause you're my guiding light. So tell me everything is gonna be alright. Say, baby, it's okay. Say, baby, it's okay. See, baby, it's a long time coming. With my tongue, less slick trick. Do my fingers make the boogie stick? That's just what I do. Is it what I'm going through? So baby, please, do you think that we could grab a bite to eat? Now I'm in the mood, do you feel it too? We're making this music happen. What's happening? So baby, it's a long time coming. Oh,
Is that all?
that's all. I mean, that's all for now. We can do more.
Keep jamming it out.
Woo.
my mom was watching. I think they're still driving back from my sister's, but
I hope she's not driving and watching at the same time.
well, no, my dad would probably be driving, but she said that she enjoys your music, but she
Thank you.
I don't know if she remembers from last time, but you know you've been on here before. I think you played all of your stuff last time, didn't you?
I played, well, I'm going to play, I was going to play one that I did not play last time, actually. I've got it ready to be tuned into the drop D, and I was going to do all
Is it Drop
day.
D?
Yeah, some drop D, some rock and roll.
Is it on the album?
It is on the album. There are actually two cuts of this song on the album. There's one that is entirely acoustic, and then there's one that I kind of filled out with some studio elements to kind of give it a little bit more of a full band sound.
Now, do you record yourself, or do you have to go to Chicago to the studio, the record label people?
Fortunately, I record in almost entirely myself. I also have a wealth of material that I recorded, back in West Virginia and Philadelphia before everything. And it's now just the process of remastering, remixing, adding the variables, and re-releasing.
So basically, do you submit that stuff to the label and for like approval? I guess I don't know. I don't have that stuff works.
It doesn't actually. So it's less of approval. It's more of actually, Phil came to me. He said, "Hey, we haven't heard anything from Shenendoah in a while. Hey, brother, we need to put your album out." And I said, "All right, I'm for it. You're right. I've been neglecting that." And he kind of gave me that push and made sure that I finalized. He gave me that. Well, he gave me that. He gave me the firm deadline, and that firm deadline was like, "All right, let's make sure it happens by now." And then it gave me the opportunity to evaluate my material from a third perspective, if that makes sense. Like when you're listening to your own stuff, you tend to be biased. I tend to be biased, at least. And I'm like, oh, I love that riff.
And like nothing's like good enough.
Exactly. And so like
there's something in there that's like, no.
Exactly. Like I could work on like nothing's ever done. I could work on this forever. And this forced me to kind of say, all right, no, I'm happy with where that song is. Let's put that one in the folder. Let's put that one in the box. And that's literally what I did on my computer. I put them in the folder, put them in the box, sent them off, and they were like, nope, that's done.
I'm sure you're sitting there going, I wish I would have changed that one part that I was thinking about. I should have changed that. I should.
I'll never admit to that.
No, my buddy. Okay, so my buddy Rob, I probably talked about him before. He's still hanging around. He put some stuff out on DistroKid and of him playing, just a drum track and of him playing guitar. He plays like really. He's got a 7-string and it's just low. It's really low and but that's his style. There's no singing. It's just really dark and
industrial like rhythm type.
Yes, but and he can sit and he has programs on his phone too, so he'll like come over here and like sit and with no like he doesn't have to hear it or anything. He can just sit there and like pick apart, and he'll be like mixing a song while we're sitting on the couch just talking about something. It's crazy, but he was doing that. I'm like, okay, so how many you have out now? And I knew already because I searched on Apple every day just to see if it was on there yet, and there was nothing. I'm like, when are you gonna drop that song? Because he would let me hear it, like it sounds fine. Or I would say, okay, well this part doesn't, it's too loud, or it's something, because he's kind of new to the whole process, and it took him a good month and a half to get to where, okay, I sent it, I downloaded it, and it's gonna be up, and he's done better with it now, and of course he's kind of paused with it, but it's okay, he put out three or four good ones.
Nice.
And but yeah, so I can understand what it's you critique yourself so much that you're just like, okay, well that's good, but it's not that, I can do better than that.
Exactly. Yeah. No, you always want it to be especially if it's a very personal song. Like I think I put an Instagram post out about Guilty Conscience. I spent 2 years finalizing the lyrics on that one. And it was more of a matter, it wasn't so much a matter of choosing the words, it was making sure that the words fit the message of the song, that it shared that kind of experience that I had when I was writing it, when I first found the riff, when I first kind of sang the melody. And to me, I think that's something that I've recently discovered as part of my process, is keeping the song as authentic to that inspirational moment as possible.
Have you ever found yourself to where, like, whether by your own thinking, like thoughts, or by somebody else that might have said, why don't you try this, at some point in your life, not saying like recently or anything, but and you went and tried to do that, and you're just like, yeah, this isn't going to work. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
entirely, all the time. My thoughts and my ideas are one of my own worst enemy. Gravity and physics are my second. But no, definitely you hear a lot of ideas about, you should write this style, you should play this kind of song. And when I took I was telling you, I got to take the Kennedy Center playwriting intensive this summer. And one of the things they hit home was, you're not in a box. Don't try to fit the mold to anybody else. Don't write for anybody else. Write for yourself. And everything they were saying, it applied to the one craft, but I was also taking it and I'm absorbing it and I'm going, no, this is so applicable. This is everything that I struggle with musically. This is what I struggle with philosophically, so taking those lessons and kind of putting them onto my music, it allows me to be a little bit freer with myself, I think.
Yeah, that's a great perspective. What I do kind of want to talk about your playwriting stuff. How is that going? What are you doing with that now?
I'm finishing up. The deadline for the Yale drama series is this Sunday, August 15th. I have a 1-act that I am rewriting and I'm going to submit.
So it's something that's already written by someone else, or by?
No, it's my own piece. It's my own construction. It's something that I wrote during a class last spring. Sometime, the seasons blur together, but sometime last year in the forevermore, I wrote this 1-act, and it was kind of about theater and about the shutdown, and about how do we know when we're coming back? How do we know what's going to happen? It was very ambiguous, and I kind of took those characters and I made them. I'm trying to make them representative of not only parts of myself, but different ideologies that I hear echoed in the, you know, in the every.
Now, are they
And
musical at all? Like, I mean,
this is a straight play. I do have a couple of musicals that
you
I
add your own music to them?
this has music as a backing element, but it's not it doesn't, you know, it's not like I wrote the orchestration, wrote the libretto, wrote the piece. That one, that's in the back of my mind. I want to do
Yeah, that'd be
a
cool.
musical about Jack the Ripper, you know.
Well, that would, yeah. I'm a
Saucy
big,
Jack.
big into. Well, you can ask my girlfriend. She can't stand it, but I'm big into the ID channel. It's. I don't know if you have Dish Network, but anybody that does have Dish Network, when you turn your TV on, it'll go. You can have it programmed so it'll go to either your last channel or your most watched channel. So every time I turn my TV on, it goes to the ID channel because that's what I like.
Yeah, the
I love it.
Discovery.
I don't like all the shows. Some of the shows are kind of dumb, but you know, like murder mysteries and like, and it's, you know, she always says, well, that's just, you know, so you can know how to get away with it. No,
No, it's the
that's what cops
philosophy.
for. That's what people watch cops for.
Yeah,
That's
well,
what you
I
don't do.
don't. That is not why we watch Cops. We watch Cops to
But
see
it's just interesting. Like
shirtless people
it's
chased.
it's interesting in a weird way, I guess. It's people that are psychotic or serial killers. You know, it's just like it's to me it's interesting. Like, what were these people thinking? But they weren't thinking, and it's, you know, it's just
Well,
it's a whole thing. I don't know.
I
There's like
love the
kind of
psychology
podcasts
of
on it.
it.
You know.
I love how people are interested with it, and I understand it. You know, it's that fascination with the macabre. I read one time the Dalai Lama, you know, His Holiness the Dalai Lama
Mhm.
said that the reason we write news stories about these catastrophic events, you know, about these murders, about, you know, the most horrific thing we could imagine, is because we're shocked by it. Our
Yeah.
humanity couldn't imagine to
We don't know how to we
conceive.
don't know how to respond to it. Basically.
Right. Yeah. No, like you and I, we would not do that to another human because like that just it supersedes what we know of the goodness of humanity. And and to me, that explained my, you know, I have a lot of friends who are fascinated with serial killers in the dark. And I'm like, okay, well, can you help me write a really good Netflix pitch so that we
Yeah.
can make some money? Like,
Exactly. Yeah. Well, yeah.
yeah.
Like, spill it. You know.
Because that seems to be, you know, what's really popular
Yeah. I
these
mean,
days.
it is. It is. You know, there's a lot of people I don't even know if it's a fascination, but you know, the whole thing of you know, when you said that, you know, we wouldn't do it as you know, because okay, well, one, we know it's wrong, and
Right.
it's a lot of it's disgusting. You know, like whether in the way of seeing it or doing it, it's just, but you know, there are those shows also. I can't remember which one it is now, but that there were people like that. Those people were like us before, but then something happened.
And
Like
then
they
there's that
snapped.
switch. Yeah,
My
yeah.
goodness. So that's interesting. Also, you know, like how did they get to that point? You know, so I don't know. I've listened to some podcasts. It's so hard to listen to podcasts. Like since doing this with the video and thing, I want to. I mean, I don't want to see the actual act, but you know, like some just listening to somebody talk is just
So
boring to me. I'd rather
it,
read it. You know.
it's funny that you say that because Phil, you know, my man Phil,
Yes.
Mr.
Yep.
Circle, he has a podcast, Life Pursuit, or what is it? No, Life Music in the Pursuit of Answers, and
Wow.
it's basically him musing on topics, on different things. He has different guests, you know, much like you do, and it's completely audio. It's on Spotify. If anybody's listening, go search. And I have no problem listening to podcasts. I used to listen to NPR in the
Oh
car
yeah.
every day,
Wait,
and
wait, don't tell
Writer's
me is my favorite
Almanac.
show on there.
The Writer's Almanac, that was my thing.
Did you have you ever listened to Wait, don't, excuse me, Wait,
Oh,
don't
wait,
tell
wait,
me?
don't tell me. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
so funny. And they had some, you know, they've always had really good comedy guests on there.
like car talk too. You like car talk?
Actually, I got well, yeah, sometimes if I'm driving like long distance or something, I'll just turn it on to see what's on, and sometimes, well, usually Car Talk is on, but yeah,
I don't know shit about cars, but I love
I don't
car
either.
talk.
Yeah, you can if you listen to Car Talk.
Exactly. See,
You
that's
can learn
that's why I
anything you
like car
want
talk.
if you listen to NPR. I don't know. Yeah, a lot of NPR stuff is monotone though, a lot of it. But wait, don't tell me is very entertaining. I think.
There
You
was
know,
wait, wait, don't
they
tell
called me
me.
one time to be a guest on, and I didn't answer because I thought it was a telemarketer. tried to call
That's
back,
a
and
sad panda.
yeah, it was.
Oh man,
I'm still. They
I'm
have.
sorry.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know. I
Sorry.
mean, it was
Hey, no, it's right. We don't. We
runs
don't
of
know.
the telemarketer and the spam calling. I mean, we still have that, but anyway. Hey, let's play Bumblebee.
Let us play Bumblebee. I
I
would
want to play
like to listen.
Bumblebee,
Are we going to
and
listen to Bumblebee?
yeah, let's listen to Bumblebee. Let's what why is it called Bumblebee? And give us a little background on it.
So this is another. Oh my goodness, this song. I'm going to date myself. This song is 16 years old. Um, it is. It is about the struggles of knowing how to love.
I don't think there's any songs written about that.
Aren't all the songs written about that?
I'm joking.
But yeah, no. So yeah, it's about the struggles of knowing how to love and how to let yourself be loved. So
Let's take a
let's
listen to it. Yeah.
let's love some bumblebees.
Yeah.
I can smell romance like the pollen in a crystal rain. Buzzing in my head is a rhythm, and it goes this away. Getting hurt doesn't hurt like I feel pain, knowing that I gotta fly from you today. Well, got nowhere to go, don't have much time though to be here. But while I am, I can smell your fear. No, don't be afraid of me, I'm a bumblebee. Oh, I'm a bumblebee. I can't believe what I'm saying. I think I'm losing my mind. As I float down here to this field, I can see what's on the other side. Besides, I like these flowers. I could stay here for hours just like this, and I only miss my hummingbird. Well, don't let me get away. Tie me to a string, babe. You can even break off my wings if you need to. Just don't be afraid of me, I'm a bumblebee. Oh, I'm a bumblebee, and I won't sting you, but I could, and I should. This is just too much fun. Don't be afraid of me, I'm a bumblebee. Oh, I'm a bumblebee. I'm bringing home a baby bumblebee.
I love the end of that because it kind of reminds you of like childhood. You know, the Bumblebee song, the actual
Nice.
Bumblebee song. You know.
That's kind of what I was going for. I used to. One of my favorite things is watching cartoons because it's innocent.
It is.
It's
Sometimes it's too
nostalgic.
innocent. That's when we get back to serial killers.
Well, oh no, oh no.
No, I'm kidding. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what they watch. They watch you from your window, I guess is what they do. I don't know why I went back to that dark place. What's up with you now? Are you have any shows lined up that way? Are you coming back to Morgantown to visit and play at the Trey Buckner open mic? Or
I would. That is definitely on the list
We
of
need to get down there. Yeah.
of the goal. Right now, I've just been so I'm trying to finish up this play for the Yale series,
When does
and
that due? When is it
it's
due?
due Sunday, and
Oh,
I'm
that's right. Yeah, that's right. Because you were one
yeah,
of the
yeah, I'm right.
writers.
I'm right around the corner. But then I've got a couple of other projects lined up. There's a cat up here who lives in NYC. We were trying to get a historical project off the ground, dealing with time travel. He's got an Art Deco apartment. It's a beautiful place. Um, all this historical clothing. It's straight out of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but a little bit less Tarantino, less blood and gore. We're gonna do it a little bit more linguistically. But no, so I've got a couple of projects in line. I do have a few bookings in mind, but again,
All comes down to
so kind of waiting. Yeah, everything's up in the air, kind of waiting to see how everything pans out. In the meantime, I've been recording a lot. I detuned all of my guitars. I put one in open D. I put one in D, A, E, A, C sharp, E. It's an amazing tuning. I highly recommend it. Midwest emo math rock. But no, you get it gives you a chance to explore some harmonics and different riffs, and it's really changed the way that I've been looking at the structure of my songs. So it's
do you actively write, like when you sit down and just sit down and pick the guitar? Are you also thinking at the time, this could turn into something, or this is going to be something? I mean, do you make that decision then, or you just sit and jam out?
Never. I try to make as few decisions as possible. I like to accumulate sounds and comfort with feelings, and then once I have that kind of in line, especially like this new piece that I've been working on, it's an open D, and it's a little bit different than anything I've ever written. And I've been, I wrote the melody, I wrote the music and all that, and I recorded that. And now I've just been kind of listening to it over and over again, and I'm just toying with what's the message going to be? What do I want to say? And so it's about, feeling out that other life of the song, which is, again, that's something I kind of learned. Well, I think I knew it and I relearned it when I was told it during the Kennedy Center Intensive. There's no rush. Your first draft, you don't have to know what it's about. Do I know what my songs are about? No, that's your problem. Everybody else has to tell me what they're about.
Is that an in-person thing, or is that over the computer?
So it's always traditionally been in person, but we were 60 people strong, and it was just easier. It was easier this year, and plus with everything else and the uncertainty, we did it over Zoom. It also gave the ability for affinity groups, and there was room for people identifying, LGBTQ, those who identified BIPOC, AAPI. It was a really amazing all-inclusive experience where you really got to hear from other people's perspectives as well, and factoring in, how what do they call it, cis white? Well, I'm a cis white male, cis white hetero male. How I exist and what my narrative is, and then being able to accept that shamelessly, and without discrediting others. So it was a really interesting experience to just hear all these perspectives and conversations, which I think is a lot of what playwriting is about. It's everybody sharing their voice. There's so much of autobiographical work in the playwriting community. And that's something that I am still yet afraid to tackle. That's the thing I love about my songs. I think you asked me, do I love acting or do I love music more the last time? And I got asked that in the Kennedy Center intensive as well, and I still don't have an answer. You know, they're two different sides of the same coin. They only exist because of each other, and that's kind of the beauty of being able to express both parts, I think.
Yeah.
At least for myself.
Is the Yale thing, is that a contest like against other folks,
So
or
every I don't know if it's every year, but they have a the Yale Drama Series is an opportunity to submit a work for adjudication and basically feedback from professional playwrights and very accredited individuals in that idiom.
so when you
And
win, what do you get?
you get published in their they have a Yale Drama Series publication. You get published in that. You get the chance at professional development. I think there's a monetary prize. I forget how much it is. Couple thousand. Playwright, a good playwright makes 20,000 in a year, so they're not getting rich off their work. But it's a really good opportunity to network and get some feedback on a piece that you may have felt one way about, and the audience may receive it in a completely different light. And that's
Can you enter more than once? So say this doesn't work out for you this time, can you enter it again next?
oh, you can always, yeah, I think it's you can enter as many times as you like, no purchase necessary.
Yeah.
But I think it's
Manufactured in
one
the United
per
States.
exactly. I think it's just one per season, one per year.
Yeah. But I'm sure there's others. There's probably others that you could.
It's really, that was one of the most beneficial things about the intensive. We got handed a plethora of websites. There's the New Play Exchange, there's Dramatists Guild, there's Playwrights Mentors, there's New Play Horizons in New York. And they're all around developing up and coming work.
Is there an association? You know, like, okay, every dentist is, well, pretty much
DDA or whatever.
Yeah. Is there something like that for playwrights, or?
So that's what Dramatists Guild is, Dramatists Guild of America, and they, well, that's not. Now I'm speaking out of turn. That's not exactly for playwrights. It is for playwrights, but it's also for dramatists. And a dramaturge is somebody who helps a play develop.
That's the word you sent me on Messenger.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm working with a very close friend.
Dramaturg.
Yeah, dramaturg. And no, so Dramatists Guild is a really great resource. It's actually for actors as well, because
so you're a part of that.
I'm not a part of it yet. Everything's monetary because everything's attached to subscription based whatnot. And right now my monthly income, I think it's like $28 something on Patreon.
You're not to say on the air.
No, I'm completely vulnerable. It's all right. But yeah, no, it's I make $30 a month on Patreon because everything's shut down, and music. I'm not, you can't do bookings, you can't do acting. It is slowly coming back, but it's still hit or miss. It's still really hard
to doing the Patreon thing. I don't know. I've been on there to watch, not watch, to listen to a podcast. I had to pay to watch it, because it was part of that's how it works. Excuse me, that's how it works. But I don't know. I haven't looked much more into it.
So it can be valuable, and what I've learned, and that's what I've learned through the Guilt by Association's crew, the way they fund the record label is through their Patreon.
Oh, really?
And yeah, and they offer, what we do is we offer exclusive content. So we offer like inside views into the making of the song. We offer like private concerts, private little one-on-ones like this.
It's gonna take a whole nother staff of people to do, though. I mean, I don't do a whole lot of stuff, but just from Instagram to Facebook to YouTube now. I mean, I don't have to advertise on YouTube. I just post it there, but there's got to be, you almost need to have another person to do that stuff, while I'm looking for more talent to be on the show. There's got to be.
Well, you've got to have it's like any business. You've got new business development, and you've got your overhead, and you've got what you're functioning on. And so what Phil's been really fortunate enough to do is capitalize on both his students and the collaborators within within the label, and we all are recording and contributing and submitting material, so that at the end of the day, all he really has to do is send a little MailChimp, send a little email, and everything's automated now. You've got your Instagram, your Latergram, you've got your what is it for you? You can schedule for business Facebook, I think it is.
Yeah.
And so it takes a lot of the the time pressure, I think, off of running an organization or running something like that, and it gives, in my opinion, it takes the pressure off of, because Phil and I, we talk a lot about what record label, what the mainstream industry is like now. You get a 360, you get a 180 deal, 360 deal, you're paying back forever on those fronts. You're paying back for what you were lent to record, what you were given for your tour bus, for your promotion, for whatever. And then you're beholden to this company that then owns you. And as Dave Chappelle's recently come out, they own you in perpetuity. So beware of these contracts. Actually, true story, in Philadelphia, almost signed a contract that was for Vegas, casino shows, like house show type stuff. And they wanted likeness rights to name in perpetuity. And
you almost signed it.
No, I almost signed it until I saw they want likeness rights in perpetuity. I was fortunate. I'm fortunate enough to know what that means, and I said, no, look, this is bogus. This is a complete fucking walk. So no, but I think it's really, you can get into a really hard place if you're trying to make it in the industry, if you're trying to make a name for yourself, and then you sign away everything you are.
Print about everything, yeah.
Exactly.
I had a band on from Pittsburgh called Ire, really good guys, and it's actually the feature video when you go to the YouTube channel.
Nice.
And they we were kind of talking about the same kind of stuff, and they had somebody either email them or contact them somehow. But it was straight from the top. It was straight from the CEO of the label, or whatever it was. It was crap. It wasn't anything. It was a scam basically. Saying I'm the CEO of whatever, and we'd love to feature you and all this stuff. They're just getting going. It's it's no offense to them, and that's what they're saying. Like, we're just getting started, but they're trying to scam somebody that's really trying to do what they're really doing the real thing, and you got somebody saying, well, what are the chances you're going to get the CEO of like Warner Music to email you a band that's up? There's really no chance. He has
it's a roll of the dice.
So it is what it is, and I don't know, but it was just kind of funny that it was, I don't know, some question I asked him about they pay really good producers on their music, on their new single, and I think that's what we were getting at with that. But
well, it was also like, that's the beauty of Patreon, is you're not beholden to the execs. You're beholden to your fans. Your fans are who set the standard. It's very personal.
Your label shouldn't change you, and I'm
exactly.
And I'm sure Phil's a great guy, but if he says, "Hey, I need you to start playing country," you'd be like, or whatever it would be,
Yeah, and I think that's why that's kind of what attracted Phil and I to each other, is we both had this understanding. Nope, you do what you do, I do what I do, and we're both on the same wavelength somehow, and that's it's a beautiful thing.
It's gotta be hard to find within this kind of industry too. It's just
it's a rarity.
Talents, people taking advantage of your talent, and that's what you got to really look out for. But that's with anything, I guess.
Yeah, well, the best welder, I guarantee the best welder is getting taken advantage of by some guy who's like, hey, I need 612 spots on. I don't know anything about welding. I'm done.
I can't even solder. Hey, are you gonna play something in a different tuning? I think you mentioned before we went live.
I did. I said I wanted to play something in drop D because
I've been not on the album, correct? So this is
this is on the album. This is one of the ones that's got 2 cuts.
I thought I was gonna get an exclusive. Well, maybe next time.
So I'm torn. See, I could detune this all the way to
we
open
have time
D.
for a couple. If you want to do a couple, we have time. You do you. I'm not trying to control your talent here.
Sounds like open D to me.
Sounds like it to me. You got the floor.
I gotta keep traction on this side, so I'm slipping a reaction to these lights. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to be steady. Give me a minute, I'm not ready yet. I'm bouncing all around like a little blue ball. Something better catch me if I fall. Some past strangers in this queue, praying I'm gonna catch up with you. But all day, all night, I am right beside you. I'll stay in sight. I am right beside you. Sit in the shower, washing my mind. It doesn't really work, but I never stop trying. And I'm getting so hot that I might explode, out of control on this old dirt road. But pray we make it through the storm. You know we just might if we stay on board. Sometimes life just tosses you curves or a big damn rock and it makes you swerve. But all day, all night, I am right beside you. I'll stay in sight. I am right beside you. All day, all night. I'll all day, all night, I am right beside you. I'll stay in sight. I am right beside you all day. I'll stay. Woo.
Excellent.
And that's why you never change your strings on Friday the 13th. You hear how much they are stretching while I'm playing. These bastards.
Good. It sounded really good.
Thank you, thank you.
Enjoyed it. Why don't you do one more? Why don't you do one more while we're kind of just while you got it?
I do. I'm actually gonna detune all the way to open D, and I'm gonna play the new one I've been working on. There are no lyrics, but it's a complete instrumental, and I think you guys.
So it's exclusive then. It's exclusive.
It's
on the record.
exclusive, complete.
You have a name for it yet?
I'm circling around an idea.
Oh, you can't use his last name for this.
I'm one of the lyrics that keeps coming to me is something about deja vu and that feeling of like, have we been here before? Recognizing these feelings. So I'm toying with the idea of calling it Little Bit, Deja Vu. I don't know. Right now it's unnamed number 2.
What are you drinking?
This is a McConnell whiskey ginger with a little bit of a twist of lemon.
You should call it that. I know it's a long title, but you should call it that.
McConnell whiskey ginger
With
a twist of lemon.
Exactly. Yeah, I think it's perfect, dude.
It fits. It does fit.
Well, let's hear it. Let's hear
All right.
You said instrumental, right?
It's completely instrumental as of now.
Awesome. Sweet. Let's hear it.
Let's get it in tune first. Let's make sure this is right for you guys. There she is. All right. All right. Most apologies.
Yes.
Ooh, yes.
That sounds terrific. You inspired me to go pick up the.
Woo, yes, yes. I see. I hear that one in my dreams now. It's echoing. It's.
Well, then it's got to be made into a song. It's got to be. If you dreamt about it. Hey, thanks for coming on the 50th show, man.
Thank you for having me. This has been a blast.
Think of anybody else I would want to have on. I mean, I could think of some people, but then be like, oh, well, I don't want to have them on. No, I'm kidding. It can be like that. But yeah, I was telling you before we started the stream. You know, I'm not stuck in a metal rut, but I'm just this is just how it's happened. Other than Shockwire on Wednesday night, you know, he's more of a like an '80s metal guy. You know, like AC/DC and Def Leppard and things like that. He likes stuff like that. But but for your genre, you're kind of sandwiched. We had Tell No Tales at the beginning. We had to do
Well,
Cliff. We had to do that song, just some of it, because that was the devil.
that was the
That killed it.
cursed domain.
But I came back better, I think. And then I got to play the next band's stuff while I change the marquee.
Absolutely.
Monday.
Well, I was gonna say I can, if you want, I can also give you a taste of my acoustic metal.
Yeah, we have plenty of time. Go ahead, play it.
Give you a little quick.
Yeah, because I gotta play some of the next guy's stuff for the.
This will be my last one, and then we'll let
do
you
it.
guys.
We got time, man. I thought you were done. You need some screaming in the background. You need that.
Ooh, I've got that chicken groove.
That's better than me.
Every night I fly, I will walk through the fire. I will never die. Yes, that's a taste. That's a taste.
It's like a shock to the system when you start playing like that.
No, I know. That's what I love.
I Phil, hey, listen. I feel like I need to change my music altogether. Sorry.
I'm experimenting. I found something. There's something here.
Mm-hmm. I think you should do that. Just wait. While you're gonna have to wait till next April for April Fools and do that.
Oh no, he'd be for it though too. You know.
Yeah, I guess whatever money is, then sure.
Whatever the artist feels, that's the beauty. You know.
You need to do that on the electric guitar, though. I'm thinking maybe not. Maybe you could just do like the folk version of heavy metal.
That's I've been toying with electric, but it's really fun to play. You know, because I do like a lot of Dave Matthews and I do like my love stuff. It's really fun to go from that and then do and everybody goes, "Oh
my god!" I learned how to play two-step the other day. A little bit of it.
Oh yes.
It's not really that difficult to play. I mean, the way I play it, but. A lot of his stuff I got to transpose down a few octaves because I can't sing that high. But
it's the rhythm. It's all in that little rhythm.
You could definitely. But hey, thanks for coming on, man. I really appreciate it, and you need to come back for I guess number 100.
Exactly. No, it's been a pleasure. It's been oh my goodness, I couldn't have asked for a better evening. Thank you so much.
The reschedule is okay. We can reschedule as many times as possible. I've had others to do that too. So and you need to come back to Morgantown and so we can jam together.
Absolutely.
You're more than welcome to stay here. You can stay wherever you want, but this was a bedroom, and now it's this
podcast room. I can't
invade the bedroom that's here is storage because my girl moved in, and so it's full of stuff. I mean, it was full of stuff before she moved in, but there's a bed in there if you can find it.
Hey, I never had a bed growing up. Anyways, I used a bedroll. You know.
There's also a Technics organ in there that you can. That takes floppy disks. Mm-hmm. If you can find it, it's not covered up, but it needs a speaker or two. But anyway, that's for another podcast. But yeah, I guess I'll be back Monday for another show. Be show 51, so we're over the hill at this point, and I got Shadow of Corvus on Monday, and they're from Pittsburgh. I just recently saw them. They just put out a new album called Separation, and this song, the name is Oven For, which I guess translates to above, I think, in Swedish, I think it is. So it's got 2 little dots above the O.
Yeah, so it's got like the umlaut, the Oven For.
Something. Oh yeah, you do accents, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, that was before I had. Yeah, before we go, that's before I had Restful Feast on from Finland, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you? That was a great episode. Those guys were.
Oh my God, no, they.
See, I had Brazil on. I had a couple guys from Rio de Janeiro. Actually, not too long ago. Techno guys. That was cool. I didn't have any accents for them. I met them beforehand. We did a Zoom call beforehand.
Right.
But but yeah, they were cool. And then I just had Shockwire on from upwards of Toronto,
Yeah, yeah.
Canada, and he said a boat a bunch of times, but
Boot, yeah, yeah.
okay. And then I can't say the name yet because they're not confirmed, but I've almost got them confirmed. From London, I have a band that could be coming on here soon.
Hope so.
So why don't you give us a British accent saying, come back and check us out on Monday for Shadow of Corvus.
So why don't everybody come back and check us out on Monday for Shadow of Corpus, if you please. Thank you very much.
Shenendoah. We'll see you.
I